Hello, Joe here from INFINITI of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this beautiful 2016 INFINITI QX50 that we have for sale. One beautiful crossover performance SUV. This one we acquired off lease from INFINITI Financial Services. I got it out of an INFINITI sale out of California. I'm the pre-owned manager here. I search all over the West Coast for the nicest INFINITIs I can find for our pre-owned inventory. It's increasingly harder to find nicer INFINITIs. We don't have enough off-lease vehicles in our local market to support our pre-owned demand. And I'm very particular about what I buy. I try to find things with really nice color combination and option packages, and I try to target off-lease vehicles with clean Carfax reports with no accidents or damage reported. The reason why I do that is because obviously if you have any damage or accidents reported on the Carfax, it's just another roadblock in selling the vehicle. Obviously a consumer knows, every consumer knows now to check Carfax reports, and if they do see a damage or accident, it kind of scares them. It would scare me because you don't know exactly what happened. It's hard to really tell. There's no sure way of knowing, and sometimes it's just cosmetic. It's no big deal, but sometimes it's a little bit more serious. I've had incidents where I had a vehicle with in our inventory with an accident or damage report in the Carfax report, an INFINITI in fact, and the damage happened. They must have run over something and it made damage the AC compressor. Well, guess what? Even though the vehicle was under warranty, they weren't going to fix that under warranty because it happened in an accident. So that's something to consider. And I can tell you, when I buy these vehicles at the auctions, I see who bids on these things. It's not just me, and I can tell you, CarMax, Carvana, a lot of those big used car companies, they have no problems at all buying cars that have accidents on the Carfax reports. So in some circumstances my standards might be a little bit higher than theirs, and I think if we're going to buy a pre-owned INFINITI, for who better to buy it from than a new INFINITI store like us. Our techs work on these things on a daily basis. They're very familiar with them. And then you have me, who's very familiar with these vehicles. I've been working with INFINITI 15 years. I know what's important for consumers. I know what they want. This particular one is very nicely equipped with features, and it's a very unique color combination. We have midnight garnet on wheat. And of course we can provide you with a copy of this build sheet. We can email it to you, or when you stop in we can print you up a copy. The reason why I targeted this one was for two reasons: because of the color combination being very rare. It has low miles, only 19,290 miles, which is pretty low mileage for 2016. And also it has the Deluxe touring package. That was a $2,400 option, and that gives you the beautiful 19-inch split spoke wheels. It really makes a difference with the look of this INFINITI versus the standard wheels versus those upgraded 19 inches. It really makes a dramatic difference on the stance and look of this vehicle. If I bought one of these, I definitely wanted it equipped with those wheels. It has the HID xenon lights, and it has an adaptive front lighting system. So basically when you turn the wheel, the lights turn too, so you have better visibility on darkly lit roads. You can see deeper into those corners with the adaptive front lighting system. You have more adjustability on the seats. You have a coat hanger on the rear headrest. I'll show you that shortly. Power folding up second row seats, and premium stitching meter hood. So that's the big ticket features that you get with the Deluxe touring package. I'd say probably about 70% of these QX50s have the graphite black interior. It's very popular, and I can understand why, because lighter interiors are obviously a little bit harder to take care of versus a black interior, but not everyone wants black. In our overcast, dark climate, which we have a good part of the year, sometimes it's nicer to have a brighter, happier feeling on the inside, which the lighter interior kind of makes it a little bit brighter and nicer in here. A nicer ambiance. Of course, this one has heated seats, 7-speed automatic transmission with adaptive shift control. You have a manual shift mode with rev match downshifts. That traditional INFINITI inline clock, dual zone auto climate control, navigation, rear parking camera, 360-degree round view monitor, front and rear parking sensors, universal garage door opener, power adjustable steering wheel that tilts and telescopes, Bose sound system, illuminated kick plates, This midnight garnet is a really beautiful color. Goes nicely with that wheat interior. And there's those upgraded 19-inch split spoke wheels. I really love the way they look. 2016 is a great year for the QX50 because it got an interior and exterior refreshening. And they also added 4 inches to the wheelbase, which is really important, especially for the backseat customers, because most of that 4 inches ended up as improved rear seat legroom. I'm 6'2". I had this front seat adjustment for my height. And you can still see I have plenty of space back here, plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom. Here is the coat hanger that they're talking about. So if you're a sharp dressed man or woman, you like to wear a blazer or a coat, you don't want it to get wrinkled, you can hang it right there while you drive. This one also features intelligent all-wheel drive, great for the wet, slippery weather we have in the Pacific Northwest. The reason why it's intelligent is because when all-wheel drive is not needed, it will send 100% of the power to the rear wheels, and then it will send up to 50% of the power up to the front wheels as needed. There's those power fold down and fold up seats. Nice feature. And notice how the carpeting, we have the headrest bumping up against the driver's seat. They don't want to burn the electric motor out, so if it does sense any resistance in folding up, it will stop it. And there we go. So going back to the carpeting, if they had a wheat colored carpet back here, since this is a cargo area, it's going to be a little bit more susceptible to discoloration, so they use a little bit darker color in the carpeting back here, which is a very smart thinking. The QX50 is also a performance automobile. It's built on the same platform as the Q50, Q60, and Nissan 370Z sports car. They call it the advanced front midship platform because they try to place the engine as far back as possible behind the front axle, so the center of gravity is towards the middle of the vehicle to improve handling in the corners. Love the looks and lines of the QX50. This particular generation of the QX50 ended in the 2017 model year. They skipped a model year and went to 2019 for the completely redesigned QX50, which is a fantastic vehicle, but it's very different than this generation of the QX50. The 2019 is built in North America. It's built on a front-wheel drive platform. It has a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine versus a naturally aspired V6 like this one. There's a lot of benefits to the new QX50. It is superior to this one in a lot of ways, but in certain ways it's not. From a performance standpoint, this being built on a rear-wheel drive platform, and it has a powerful V6 that makes 325 horsepower versus 280 horsepower with the new 4-cylinder variable compression engine in the 2019 QX50. This one is a little bit more performance oriented. So there's some differences, and of course if you value Japanese build quality, this one's built and assembled in Japan, where the new one's built in North America. I don't really know if there's a difference in quality, but some people have different preferences and ideas about that. That's up to you to decide. This engine is a fantastic engine, has won lots of awards, 325 horsepower. This thing is designed to be a 300,000 mile engine, and as a veteran, 15 years at INFINITI retailers, I've seen many variations of these engines coming on trade and for service with 300,000 miles still running strong. If you're in the market for a performance luxury crossover, this beautiful low mileage QX50 is definitely worth a look. Thanks for taking the time today to watch this video, and hopefully we see you in our store very soon, and have a wonderful day.